Hi, this is Marty, and this is Cooking at the Kraus house. If this is more than your first time to watch this, then I'm super excited that you came back to watch it again. So today we're making something called chocolate delish. It is super fancy and elegant, and it looks wonderful, and it tastes wonderful. It's chocolate decadence, and it is so simple to make, you won't believe it. When people ask me for this recipe, I'm almost embarrassed to tell them because it's so easy. You will be a hit at any party you bring this to or anytime you serve it to your guests because it is awesome. So for this chocolate delish dish, we are going to use 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 2 eggs, half a cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of whipping cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and that's the chocolatey goodness inside. And then the crust is Chips Ahoy cookies and a 1/4 cup of melted butter. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Chips Ahoy. For one thing, hard as rocks. But they make a super delicious crust that nobody will ever guess what the crust is made of. So you may want to keep this super secret and just let people guess. Okay, so we start with the crust. Now, we're gonna make it in a 9x9 pan. And you can line your pan with parchment, like I love to. Or if you don't have parchment just hanging around, you can use wax paper, you can spray it with Pam, or cooking spray. But the real secret is lining it with something. Because, I don't know, if you've made things with crust before and you try to get them out with a spatula, it's almost impossible. But if you line it with wax paper or parchment, super easy. Makes it nice and easy, and the cleanup's fabulous too. All right, we need 22 Chips Ahoy cookies, and we're just gonna put them here into our food processor. And we'll put the lid on, and we want them crushed pretty fine, so this is gonna be noisy. Still big hunks. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we're just gonna pour in our 1/4 cup of butter, melted. Guess you could see that. And stir it up again. All right, ready. Okay, we're gonna just take that off. And put it into our pan. And it looks like it's chocolate now, so you'd never guess that it was just those not Oreo cookies. It looks chocolate now, so you'd never guess it was Chips Ahoy cookies. All right, we're just going to smash it into the pan evenly so that it just makes a crust. I like to just use my hands. I washed them. Want to see any of the parchment? I was going to say, I hope you're not going to have all of this. And there was a whole corner that had a clump of butter, so it's all wet, and then my hand's getting stuck in it. Okay, I'm going to say something now. All right, so there we have it, all smashed in to the corners. And then the next thing we do, we don't cook it or anything. We're just gonna put it in the refrigerator and let it chill while we're making the delicious chocolate layer. Okay, now we're gonna make the delicious chocolate layer. So we're gonna, in a blender, and this is a Vitamix, so it's quite a blender. But it'll work in any blender, you just may have to blend a little longer. So there's our 2 cups of chocolate chips, which by the way is just a package. Even though a package only says 12 ounces, it really measures to 2 cups of chocolate chips. And then this is half a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and our 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now this part's gonna seem sort of weird because raw eggs, but they cook. So here we're gonna just add our 2 eggs. There's a trash can right there, I didn't just throw them on the floor. And then we're gonna blend it up. Okay, this is noisy. Let's see. Okay, we didn't blend it to smooth or anything, but it just kind of blended all together and they don't look like perfect little chocolate chips anymore. So it is starting to break down. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to heat our 2 cups of whipping cream. Now we don't want to heat it till it boils, that's too much, but just until it starts getting all bubbly around the edges, and then we'll go from there. We're going to turn the heat on to medium, and we're going to gently stir it. We're mostly watching it until it gets hot. We don't want it to come to a full boil. We're gonna be finished when it just starts getting bubbly around the edges. So we're just kind of watching it, stirring it. We don't wanna scorch it. We just want it to be super hot and start to boil. And that's what will cook our eggs when we dump it in. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes, and can you see it starting to bubble right there around the edge? That means that it is hot enough. So we're gonna turn it off. We'll take it off the heat. Okay, we're gonna take it off the heat and we're gonna pour it right into our mixture. You can see how hot that is. We're going to put the lid on immediately, and now we're going to blend it for a full minute. All right, after your minute's up, we're gonna take the lid off and we're gonna just pour it on top of our crust. And it's all bubbly and creamy and it smells so delicious. All right, now we're going to put it back in the fridge and it's just gonna chill for at least 2 hours. I would just leave it in there until you're ready to serve it to your friends and family. Get ready to impress them. After you take it out of the fridge, when it's chilled for at least 2 hours. Now this is a dessert you can make in the morning and just leave it in the fridge all day, and it will be ready when you're ready to serve it. The parchment makes it easy to get out of the pan. It doesn't like fall all apart where you're trying to scrape out that crust. It comes out nice and smoothly. And then you can put some whipped cream on top and the berries of your choice, a little mint leaf out of your garden if you have one, and it looks beautiful. It tastes divine. People will love it and be so excited to come to your house to eat. And they never have to know how simple it is to make it unless you tell them. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like this, to share it, to subscribe. I love having you watch this. It makes me feel so happy. I want everyone to learn to cook and to think it's so simple and fun. You're welcome to leave a comment, but remember, I have grandchildren. Thanks so much.